Hey guys, this is Janie, and I am out in the community and seeking out the local business owners that are actually using video marketing to take control of their business and their growth. I'm here with Jessica Morrison, and she owns this independently owned office of Allstate here in Estancia. And I've just been admiring Jessica from afar because she's doing video content on a regular basis. So I just wanted to come out here and just kind of get some tips and tricks from her on how she got started and how you stay consistent, because that is the number one killer, I think, with video marketing. Is people think, oh, it's one and done. I got my video. Now I'm all good to go. I don't have to do this ever again. And Jessica, is that the case?
That is not the case.
Okay.
No. So managing your time as a business owner is really difficult. So you really have to know what you can do. So for me, I don't have a lot of time to do video every week. So my strategy is to have 12 canned videos ready to go. So if that takes me 2 months to get 12 together, then that's fine. As long as I have enough so that I can consistently put them out. There's fresh content available for people on a regular basis.
Right.
So I might do 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'll switch shirts. So it looks new and fresh.
Yes.
Right. I have a topic in my brain, and I'm like, okay, I really want to talk about this. And I have it set up already. I sit down, talk about it. I'll think of something else. I'll switch shirts, talk about that.
Keep it fresh.
And then I have time to edit. I don't have a pressure of me having to get this out right away.
Right.
I know that I have 12 to put together, ready to go.
Right.
I start feeding them into my social media so that they're coming out on a regular basis, and then I have time to do 12 more.
Right. So you said you're dropping these once every week and a half.
Yeah.
So then you have 12. So I can do the quick math. 18 weeks of content by just batching up 12 videos at one time and getting this done. And I know you mentioned before that you use a particular platform to help organize all of your social media posts.
So I use Hootsuite. So they have a free version for people that just have the one Facebook, one Twitter, one Instagram, one of each social media. You can put them all together and plot out a calendar of when you want to populate your content, your video, your whatever onto whichever platform you want to do. You can plan your whole month out.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's
great.
super user-friendly.
It's very user-friendly.
Because I think that's one of it's finding the time to do the videos, and then the next one is how the organization of it all, and how do you manage and stay consistent with all the social media accounts that you have.
Right.
And so you're finding Hootsuite has helped you out there.
Hootsuite is great.
Okay.
You know there are birthdays at the beginning of the month, so you can say your happy birthdays. If you have a special you know you're going to run at the end of the month, you can plan everything out and then do some filler in between about how beautiful it is today, or I just went out and got a coffee and I'm loving life and I'd love for you to stop by my office.
Right.
And you can plug in different components into your social media without having to stress about it every day.
Speak to how you mix up the content. Obviously your business is insurance, so there's all types of topics you can talk about.
So you plot it out. So it's kind of like a recipe, right? You start with eggs and milk, and so you have your main topics. You do a little video. Don't make them long, because no one's going to sit around and listen to you. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. That's
just introduce yourself, talk about whatever it is.
Now, when you are creating content, are you thinking, well, this is only going to go on Facebook, or this is just going to go on Instagram, or are you kind of just creating it and making sure you're covering all those bases?
A little bit of both. There are different demographics on each platform. So if I want to talk to parents and families and moms, I'm on Facebook. If I want to sell something that's a little more fun and exciting, I'll go to Instagram. I sell insurance, so there's really nothing fun and exciting.
It's so much fun, right? Everyone knows insurance is fun.
So if I can tie it into a story that's more relevant maybe to a younger demographic, I'll go to Instagram. If it's something that's a little more topical, I might tweet about it and then have a video on Facebook. So they're kind of talking to each other and integrated together. But I do pay attention to the platforms I'm on and how I'm speaking to people on those platforms. The other important thing is I'm not always selling something. I'm giving out information and education. People do their own research. So always selling something is not where you want to be. You don't want to be the person that when someone looks at you, they think, okay, they're going to try to sell me something right now. You want to give content that's relevant to people, that educates them, so that they feel like you are a fountain of information that they can go to, and they won't be hard sold to.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And that's the key to the content creation. It is, how can you bring value to the people that are listening to you?
Right.
And to the point where when they are ready to make that decision to buy, to move forward, why not go with someone who's already been providing so much valuable content and seems to really know their industry very well?
Right. And if they can see your face every week and a half or 2 weeks or a week, they think of you. You're top of mind because they just saw your video.
Right. I mean, you are developing a relationship. Even though it's one way, you are developing that relationship and making people feel comfortable with you to the point where you're putting the face and the personality to the brand.
Right.
And that that personal touch goes so far. And I want to say, like, obviously I'm all about video, but you can't just bombard people with video all the time. So I'm assuming that you're mixing up posts with actual texts,
with text, with blogs, with all kinds of things. So sometimes it'll just be, hey, has your rate gone up? Give us a call. Let's talk about it.
Okay, well, awesome, Jessica. Thank you for all those valuable tips. That's super helpful because you don't need to be overthinking it, but you definitely do need to make time in your schedule to put together the content. And it's not a last minute thing like, oh, I have 20 minutes left in my day. I should put together a video. I mean, sometimes that does happen, I know, but you just be more intentional about it to where you're not overwhelmed. But a lot of times I hear that people are not doing videos because they just don't have time. And that's really not the case. I mean, I guess I'm not speaking for everyone, but I feel like a lot of us have time throughout the day and the weeks where if we just kind of like find a certain point of the day, day of the week, and we devote that to content development and then set it up to where you're actually recording videos. And speaking of recording videos, I want to show you inside Jessica's office because she's got her little studio set up. And it's awesome because that's the key. Set up a studio where it's always there and you can just record whenever you're inspired. Let's go.
That's right.
So now we are inside Jessica's office and here is her studio setup. I love this so much because, like we were just saying outside, the key to doing consistent video is really have some sort of studio set up to where you're not having to set up the camera like I just did. Took forever to set the camera up. And when you have to go through all those steps, you can easily find excuses as to not do it.
Right.
So tell me about your set here.
So it's mini little tripod. You stick your phone in it, so it's not like you have to go out and spend, thousands of dollars on equipment. And I just have it set up. I put it in the corner. I don't take it down. I'll come in, like if I have a crazy busy week and I'm not inspired, to do a video, I'll come in on Saturday for 15 minutes and do 2 videos.
Let me ask you that. Are you scripting your videos at all?
I know the topic that I want to talk about. So, when you're working in an industry that you don't really need a script. You can say, okay, I'm going to talk about this thing and why it's important. And that's it. You don't want to tell them everything about your life in one video, right? Just keep it short and sweet. Give them that nugget of information that they may not have known prior to watching the video.
Right. I mean, I feel the most simplistic way to communicate something is often the most effective because that's what is retained in someone's mind versus here's a whole bunch of stats and information I'm going to throw at you because I'm so knowledgeable on this topic and it just goes over everyone's head and you're not really being effective in your communication. So just keep it simple.
Very simple.
And then so you're recording and you're editing and then you're posting and you're using Hootsuite to do that. Do you ever do live video?
I haven't done live video.
I haven't either. I'm going to soon. And I want to talk about this too, your setup here because you were talking about, what is it? The name of the set is?
Between Two Ferns.
Yes, Between Two Ferns.
So I can't grow anything. It just is not, I can't. So I have fake plants. They're beautiful, gorgeous.
They're always in bloom.
Yes.
They're always looking great. You never have, I mean, it's your studio set. You can't come on your set and have some dead flowers here. So think simplistic. However you have to set it up to where it's always going to look good and it's going to be ready for you whenever you get inspired. Well, we're doing this video on the fly. Jessica's got a client coming in right now, but that's how you get video done. So
Exactly.
thank you, Jessica,
No
for
problem.
being a guest on my social platforms.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I will see you around.
Yes,
I'll let
you
you
will.
get back to work now.
All right.
All right.